ABC, American Brown Liquor Chronicles. I am Mr. Harris. That's Dennis Forever, but lost in 2020. Life goes on. Hey, let's talk about this right here. After high school, I went into the United States Army. After basic training, you go to advanced training, AIT, and we had a period where we actually got to go off base for the first time. And E&J was introduced to me. It is a staple of the United States Army. And I never knew why. Because in the Army, we described E&J, the E and J stand for irk and jerk. And that was the description that people used to describe what it was like swallowing E&J. Where you irked and you had a little jerk to it, E&J. So ABC, American Brown Liquor Chronicles, heavy on the brandy. The B is heavy for brandy. E&J. So I've been doing a little research. And there's a super large distillery out in California in the wine growing regions, and the company is Gallo. Gallo owns E&J, and they say one, if not the largest producer of brown liquor in America. I guess maybe the whiskey people might give them a run, but it was amazing that I said, darn, how is E&J that popular? And because of the wine distillery right there. They make wine, and the leftovers they've been making brandy forever. So, but that's where people say, well, why is E&J so cheap? And really the question is kind of easy. These are my favorite foreigns. The foreigns cost a little more money because they have to be imported. And even this, probably my favorite, Laird's old-fashioned apple brandy, aged 7 years, is less than $40. And that's because it's Laird's is from New Jersey. It's a local company. It's been around a long time, so they don't have to pay that import fee. So don't necessarily grade your brown liquor based on the price. Remember, if it's import, it's going to cost more. But the other thing with E&J is I think they were in it for numbers, and they do numbers. And they have Gallo has a separate brandy line that is a little higher in price, and their price defines that it was aged longer. Because your traditional E&J that you see, easily on the shelves, it may not have been aged at all in the barrel. I took a look at their website, and their distillery is huge. They got, I think they almost might put it straight from once it's distilled, straight to the bottle. But this is XO, right? And the XO, once again, they're not going by the Cognac XO qualifications. Their XO, I think, really is advertising thing, because they say it's only been aged in a bottle 2 years, where most of the other E&Js probably go from distilled straight to the bottle. But so I'll obviously see, I've been trying it, and surprisingly, it didn't make me irk and jerk, right? I'm gonna hit it again right in front of you, just so I could describe it. Smells like wine, distinctive characteristic of Gallo wines. Great smell. Not heavy on the tongue like my foreigns. almost tastes like unsweetened honey. You could taste the honey taste to it. And that's surprisingly. That's J Brandy XO. I was surprised that the smell has you thinking it's going to taste like a wine. The flavor, the coating, you know, brings you back to, hey, this is a brandy, has a little weight to the tongue. And the flavor is very distinctive, or very unique, in that it's almost like a honey that's been distilled, so it has that alcohol in it, but it's unsweetened. You can taste the sweet in it. It's not like the Grand Marnier where it's sugar. But surprisingly, this E&J is good. And I tasted it, I pre-tested it, because I remember in the Army, not only did E&J give you the irk and the jerk, you had a headache the next day. And I think that's one of the things with the distilleries that pump out volumes. They have to add color and flavor to keep it consistent. But this E&J XO is good, you know, and under $15, right? So, wow, pretty good. So we'll E&J, my Army first. You're back in the rotation. Hey, this is ABC American Brownliquor Chronicles. I am Mr. Harris.